A lot going on. Headphones, fucking joint. Had to hold this fucking thing again.
Yeah,
So
I feel like this thing.
No, I feel like I'm. Well, this is about the size.
We should have just got like microphones that you could fucking hold.
That's what. Yeah, like in the beginning in the basement.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, that would have made the most sense. Because this ain't it.
we were never sitting at a table where mic stands.
I've never put this on a table.
We've always been holding them. Should have just got fucking like a stage mic or whatever.
That's what Shane does, right?
Yeah, like every podcast does that.
Well, I think we saw. You know what happened? We saw Tim Dillon, and we were like, you know what?
Yeah, who's the only guy doing like a news
Sitting at a
style-
desk.
Yeah.
All right. Let's address this now. You see the new setup. This isn't forever. The power's out at his house.
Yeah.
So
on some
that-
bullshit.
That's where the studio is. So the power's out at his house. That's why there's no episode this week, which when we're filming, this episode's for next week. Our schedule's all over the place. But what's nice about this is we could smoke in this room. This is my house.
Smoke weed, not just the vapes.
No, like a queer.
Damn, that really singed a hole straight through my shorts.
Did you burn that? That just happened?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Those are your favorite shorts.
I don't know about that. They're up there for sure.
That's fucked up.
Usually, if an ember falls in you, it's so small, it maybe puts a little hole so you barely notice.
You know what
this
it is?
thing
That
fucking
shit's,
fell.
That shit's flammable. That stuff. That's the kind of stuff where I remember when I was in like wood shop class or welding in school, and like some kids would show up to class wearing those, and they'd be like, "What do you like? You're gonna get spark. Those are gonna melt to your skin." Ever seen those videos? People in like house fires and that shit.
No.
They like, dude, the shit like melts to your skin. Like they gotta like peel it off your body. That's that's scary.
I remember I told you I was in my rabbit hole of like cop videos and stuff. I watched a video of a schizophrenic woman buy gas, walk into the gas station with it, pour it on the clerk, and then light her on fire and leave.
That happened.
Yeah, and then when
This recent?
I don't know.
You never know with those videos. They're all shit. It could be filmed. It looks like it's filmed in '98. It happened last
And
year.
the video was uploaded to YouTube 2 years ago, but that doesn't mean when it happened. You know what I mean? Like, because all of them, I think they need to take some amount of time before they can make them public or some shit. I don't fucking know. But yo, it was a black lady that did it, right? And she's schizophrenic. So when they go in the interrogation room, every time the cop leaves, they have a camera still running, and she's just talking to like somebody that's not there.
Really?
And then when the cop will be like, because he's like trying to understand like her motives and stuff. So he's like, yeah, that girl, you burned her pretty bad. And she's like, how bad? And he's like, I mean, she's in like critical condition. She's like,
hospital.
she gonna live? And he's like, I would give her about a 2% chance of living. Like her entire upper half of her body was like melted. And she goes, so she's not white anymore. And he's like, what?
Oh my god.
And she goes, well, she burnt, she's like black now. And he's like, that's not what happens when a person burns.
No,
he's
they
like, do you
fucking
think
melt.
Yeah. He's like, do you think they turn black, like crispy or something? He's like, no, she's like, her skin melted, or like she's like, oh, so she's like a skeleton. And he's like, still no, but closer to that than being.
What a crazy interrogation.
No, the guy fully was like, forgot he was interrogating a criminal and was like, excuse me? Like, do you think.
Can you imagine? Like, so there's no motive. This lady was just crazy.
Oh, like I said, every time the cop leaves, she's having full conversations with someone that isn't there. She's not talking to herself. She's talking to someone that's not there.
And you know what's disgusting? That lady is gonna. She's obviously not going to jail. It's gonna be like a plead insanity case. She's gonna plead insanity. She's gonna go to hospital for like 3 years, and they're gonna go, all right, you're fine. And then she'll be on the street in about 3-4 years.
Well, I think she was, if I remember the story correct, I want to say she was already getting out of like that situation.
Really?
Like where she had been in a hospital for a couple of years, and this was her like, all right, go figure things
Isn't
out.
that crazy? You'll put not a sane person, but like you'll put like a person in a fucking walled off prison, but we don't have that for crazy people.
Well,
I guess that's what asylums were, and they'd shock you to death.
well, not even the shock. We used to have asylums and shit, but then I don't know enough about
What
it
happened
to talk
to those?
about.
Yeah, I
it.
don't know enough about that either. What happened to that?
Orphan trains and Tartaria.
That's a whole lot of
God,
thing.
yeah. I haven't had the mental fucking bandwidth to take on these tall orders. I've been wore out
from work.
Yeah, I've been.
Which we're not even gonna get into.
No, not of course. I'm just saying.
But no.
Yeah, I used to have such zeal for looking into that shit. Now it's like everything's fucking sucks.
No, it's depressing. That's why you gotta have like two minds to it, where it's like you look into one and you go, okay, the world is shitty. It's run by corporations, and every corporation wants to kill you. And then you go, but I got to go be in the Matrix. I got to go.
That's something we have in common. I want to kill me. So me and the corporation are really on the same team. They want it to be slow, where I would like it to be swift.
Yeah. I feel like I'd be good in like one of those high up roles, the puppeteer roles.
In terms of like actual doing it, or you're saying like our work where it's like
I don't want to do the work to get up to that role. I want to be like, okay, hey, you're going to be running this company, and this company reports to
you want to inherit to
this Illumin. Yes, I want to have a rich dad or mom, which is fine. This is a 3 gram joint, people.
Okay,
think about that. We smoke weed. We're not those fucking pussies out there.
That is true.
Rolling a thin blunt.
Well, they have their time and places.
It's trying to snipe you. You saw a biker on the way here. Speaking of thin blunts.
Yeah. I got a question. This is just me asking. I don't fucking...
You're done with this, right?
Yeah. Why come...
Why come?
I'm gonna when a white man decides he wants to do some...
I want to wear a do-rag.
Despite not having the hair that would benefit from it, I understand it's non-functional at that point,
No,
I guess.
It's fashion.
Can I not look... Here's the thing. You look up to people, and you want to emulate those people, and sometimes you do it based on that more than any other actual like functional thing. So maybe I think Allen Iverson looks cool, and I want to wear it like him. I don't want to look like Eminem when I wear it, which is what I would look like.
I forget he wore a do-rag.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. It's crazy. But that's frowned upon, and culture vulturing and fucking cultural appropriation and
culture
whatnot.
Vulture.
Yeah,
that's good. That's amazing. Keep going.
They only say that for white people about black people. I've never heard it used outside of that.
Really?
Yeah. But
they claim we don't have culture.
And I'm sure I'll get proven wrong, and I'll find out that fucking motorcycles are like rock and roll and
that's next
invented by black people and white people stole it.
Yeah.
But as far as I know, motorcycles are like white guy shit. And
Hell's Angels, brother.
Which is weird that biker shit came out of like hippies.
What?
I don't know if that's when like hippies got like subverted by like the government. I don't know, but yeah, the tail end of hippie shit is like biker shit.
Really?
Because I think the bikers are who's like selling them the drugs in some point. I don't know. Again, I don't know enough about a lot of stuff to talk about it. I just cursory like have read a thing once.
Yeah, I read it. I read something once.
I heard the thing once and never thought about it again until right now. But black dude riding a motorcycle. He's got like a Chucky doll on the back of his bike.
Is he leathered up?
Yeah, he had a leather vest, sleeveless. I guess that's what a vest is.
Oh.
Sleeved vest.
He had a sleeveless vest.
Yeah, fucking retard. So there's that. But
you can make this bigger too to stand it on something.
Oh, I'll do 40 things.
Yeah.
My back's fucked. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting. Like, he can fucking role play as like a Hell's Angel, and it's cool. I don't know.
What if he isn't? Is there a black biker gang?
Oh, for sure. But
he ain't in it.
I couldn't tell who the guy with him, what color he was, because he was like
masked up.
I think he was like completely covered, and that I would lean towards being a black thing, but I don't know.
Being completely covered,
like the ski mask type thing, like black people,
like a balaclava.
If that's how we're gonna say that word, sure.
How is it said?
It's not baklava.
No. Baklava? That's a white man. That's a man. That's a man.
It's Bronson.
That's a man from Queens. You ever been there? No. A leather vest is incredible. What's the purpose? Is that in case you fall?
Well, leather is, but if it's a fucking vest,
you're
landing on your arm.
Yeah,
right?
no, your
When you
arms
go
are-
on your shoulder.
No,
Isn't
yeah,
that
you're
like
supposed to
what
you're supposed to tuck in. Yeah, tuck your head and shit.
But when you're going for fashion over function, this is what you get. The other guy had a vest on too. He just had a shirt underneath it, like a long sleeve.
Yeah.
He was layered.
I would get one of those jackets that have they got like the metal spine up the back. So then when you fall off, you just
Oh my god,
slide on your back. Yeah, you're fine.
I've been doing a lot of controlled falls.
Yeah, I'd be practicing when that inevitably happens.
No, but black bike groups are, as far as I understand, they're not usually motorcycles. They're like, remember like Rough Riders and DMX?
Yeah.
They're like those bikes. That's my understanding.
Like a tricked out, but you got the big long.
I don't know what they're called.
Long thing
Like
on
a
the back.
Yamaha bike.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
No. The
like not a fucking hard motorcycle. Yeah.
No,
but
like
an electric fucking.
Something-
Maybe it's not electric. I don't know shit about
no,
anything.
No, it's not going to be electric. It's going to be
But like Japanese looking. That's all I'm trying to
Okay,
say.
yes,
Not American
yes.
looking.
Yes. Tricked out.
Has no one seen the Rough Riders video? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's all I'm talking about is the Rough Riders video.
Look it up.
The beginning of the Rough Riders video, there's like 90 dudes on bikes and chicks shaking their ass in Eastbound and
Wild
Down.
Hawk. Oh.
No. Wild Hawk. Is that Travolta?
It's Travolta, Tim Allen.
Tim Allen. Didn't he get canceled for like being Trump fan?
Did he?
Not canceled, but I guess people don't
Probably.
like him. He got like the
He's the last man
cold
standing.
shoulder. He's just a real man in a fake town, Tinseltown.
Tinseltown.
No, in Eastbound and Down, there's Black Biker Week.
Really?
Yeah. I can't remember if those were real motorcycles or the Japanese ones, though, which would entirely disprove my point if they're the one.
Oh. A crotch rocket, you're thinking.
Sure. See, crotch rocket, though, I associate with my cousins in Tennessee, where those to them are like shitty dirt bikes, though. Those are nicer than that.
Yeah, where you're these guys.
I love...
They like ATVs, too. An ATV on the street.
You
ever see that?
I came back to Queens from Tennessee one year and wanted an ATV so bad. I'm like, do you know how fucking cool I would be?
Yeah, it'd be incredible.
Yeah.
But not in Queens.
Well, I thought it would be cool.
In Queens? They're not street legal.
Yeah, obviously.
Well,
I would be just taking it locally, like to the deli and stuff, like down a couple streets.
yeah.
It's fine.
I guess that is fine. But I think like a dirt bike would be more fun.
Yeah, but that's dangerous. I'm not built for stuff like that.
Like a two-wheel balance.
Two-wheel, out.
Not doing it? Even like a
Can't.
bicycle? Can you ride a bike?
I can ride a bike. Christ. I'm just saying, like, Nico would ride bikes with his dad from, like, Queens to fucking Manhattan.
Motorcycles?
No, bicycles.
Really?
Yeah. Nico's dad rode a bicycle into the city every day for, like, years.
From his house?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
How long's that ride?
Pretty long. I mean,
I guess you miss all the traffic.
I was going to say, it kind of ends up being the same amount of time because, like, now you are just kind of going in the straight line instead of all the bullshit and traffic or
Yeah.
a train or whatever. So
Was it like a hunched over road bike?
with, like, the...
Fluorescent vest?
No, not vest, like the fucking rash guard or whatever you want to call it. Like,
Really?
Like biker shit, yeah.
It's incredible.
So I can remember riding
It's
my bike
impressive.
with them sometimes. I think that's why I just have a complex about being a fat kid about it. Because I can remember going to like a lot of pool parties of like friends of theirs, like where you get like a plus, like, oh, yeah, he can bring his little friend along or whatever.
Yeah, his little friend.
Yeah, and
little boy.
fucking riding on the bike, keeping up with these two, especially after. So now you're wet.
Oh,
trying to-
soaking wet. You're chafing.
Had
Your ass is
2
on that
hot
seat.
dogs.
Yeah, 2 hot dogs down. Fucking half a bag of chips.
Couple 7-Ups.
Yeah.
Place is awesome. And you're like, oh, how far away from home? Oh my God. I don't just pass out in the back.
Yeah, it's
seat.
like an hour ride.
Not New York, not like his work. I wouldn't go to there. Just other places around Flushing and shit.
Damn.
Bayside.
Did he not drive a car?
He didn't have his license for years and years and years. And me and Nico lived 7 blocks away. And when he would have to like drive me home at night sometimes, it was like he would literally like be like, okay, like. Because Nico would like give him crap because he's like, Dad can't even drive good, and he's like,
why didn't he have a license?
He's just like a hippie dude, just like I just ride his bike places, and
that's cool.
He's a weird dude, but nice guy.
Cool
to me. Probably wasn't a great dad,
really.
But
it's going in Nico's life story.
Yeah, I mean Nico's like, yeah, I mean, it was whatever.
He had a cool house.
That house.
That?
There's a bunch of houses.
Multiple people live in that.
I know, but at one point.
That was a man's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's a 10-bedroom home.
There's so many houses around here that are like old school. Like
this place over here where the Polish people live, they live on a 3-lot.
They used to not be able to live in this neighborhood.
No. Actually, no. Apparently, I talked to this guy next door. He said this was an old like Polish Slavic neighborhood, and they would all walk to the like the fucking metal work mine or some shit over here.
The mine?
I don't.
Oh my god!
Apparently, there's some like yard over here where they all worked, and then there would be like neighborhood bars and shit, like corner bars.
They get lost going there every day.
Yeah, you would just walk home and you go in the bar.
Polish humor, folks. They're dumb, and you're allowed to call them dumb. They're like Italians, the last whites you can make fun of. And we're gonna do it up.
They are the last whites.
You're allowed to call Italians and Polish dumb and stuff. Like
you're allowed.
Like white.
You could say
white foreigners.
I'd be comfortable. I'd be comfortable saying Polak in a room.
You got some in you though.
I'm 70% Polish.
Yeah, well that's why you can
Eastern European, whatever it is.
If I say it might turn into.
Yeah, well, might turn into something.
The room might turn.
No, yeah, I'm like 60-something% Polish, Italian. It's my mailman, Matt. Met him the other day.
Get in here.
I met him the other day. I walked out. We were smoking a joint in here. And I opened the door and I go, "Hey, how you doing?" Our mail just comes into our house. He's like, "Good." I was like, "What's your name?" All fucked up.
Talking through the slot.
Yeah. Hey. Sticks a hand out.
Hit this shit.
I jacked my shoulder up playing VR. You know what I was doing?
Man.
You know what I was doing? I was playing that game.
Another day closer to death.
You ever think about death? No, I was playing this VR game called Blades and Sorcery, which I downloaded some new mods. And I got a fucking Glock. I got lightsabers. I got a bunch of other weapons. You just fuck people up in an arena. You really take your day out on them. And I found out that
why not put that in the school library? Kids are gonna shoot it up. Be like, why don't you hack?
How about you go into VR and hack some people up?
Especially at the school, because then you could you have all the pictures from the yearbook. You can AI those pictures of your bullies onto the.
Dude, I had that thought of like there should be a way to like get a Facebook photo or get something offline of like a picture of somebody.
There should be a way
input
to
it into a modeling software
that will have that person have sex.
That should be a thing.
You can see that person naked now.
AI nudes are a thing.
I know.
I ever tell you about that?
I had a moral dilemma years ago when that first started being a thing.
Yeah.
Apparently people get really upset about it.
Really?
Which is fair.
For what? Like, yeah, if you like repost them.
I guess so.
Yeah. No, if you're just being a creep, listen.
If I'm like Scarlett Johansson tits, I can't jerk off to that.
No, I mean to where you could take a photo of somebody, put it in an AI software, and it will remove the clothes.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you meant like you were just looking up nudes of
No,
Scarlett
if you
Johansson.
have nudes out there, that's on you.
That's on you.
That's on you. I can give a fuck about that.
If your iCloud got hacked, that's on you.
I don't give a shit.
That's on
It's
you.
sad your shit got hacked, but I mean, like, you're also rich enough to fucking.
It's sad your shit got
locked.
hacked. I'm still gonna jerk off to it.
No, that's out there. That's a real thing that happened. That's a unlucky thing for you. Another man's trash, another man's treasure. Lucky thing for me. Like, that's all. But the AI thing is weird, where it's like, oh, I don't know. if this is good.
Because it's not their tits.
Because remember, deep fakes were the thing first.
Yeah.
And for a minute, I was
That's where it was like people that look like the person.
There was like one day. No, it was like where they would kind of AI the person's face onto a porn scene.
Oh, yes. I do remember that.
And I remember going on porn one day and being like, did 9 fucking sex tapes come out on one day? Like, what is happening right now? Yeah.
What an era.
Yeah, what a
this
time
is incredible.
to be alive.
Did you like the Kim K video?
I watched it, but I didn't really like know who she was or who Ray J was. So I had like no, it was just porn to me.
I heard about it when she was with Kanye, and I just thought it was Kanye.
You didn't know about her sex tape until then?
I don't think. I mean, I knew it was a thing. I never watched it.
Oh.
And then when I ended up seeing it, I was like, well, that just must be Kanye. And I was like, it's weird Kanye.
Dude did a pretty big piece for not being a porn star. Like most porn.
Yeah.
Like
I hear that's fake. A prosthetic.
I have seen porn with prosthetic penises.
I heard this. I heard
You're really down the rabbit hole.
I heard male porn stars inject their dick with
they do that too.
Stuff to keep it hard, and they just numb it. There's no feeling, just so you can just keep going. Isn't that incredible?
And you got to think a lot of those guys came to Hollywood to be a real actor, and this is a life they've been dealt.
Yeah,
they don't even probably some of those guys are gay.
You get paid more for that.
Well, no, a lot of those guys are probably straight.
it's an odd flip they have.
Well, because that's how they break you. They take the string out and they're like, "Hey, I'll do porn." It's like, well, we didn't tell you. It's gay porn. So they crush this guy right off the bat. Now you can go do whatever with him. The gay guy is like only doing. The gay guy really wanted to be an actor, but he can't.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like
I saw a thing on Reddit that was like I get weird like shit scrolling through Reddit, and it was like the Bang Bus, right? You've heard of that?
Heard of it?
But heard of it? I've seen it. I've been on it.
I stirred that bitch.
No, I heard there's a thing like that where they get a guy to come in to this bus, and there's some like big titted girl, and they're like, "We're gonna blindfold you." And then a dude comes in and sucks the guy's dick.
That's a crime. I don't know what law that's breaking, but that is a crime of some kind.
The dude apparently just like is going with it, and then they remove the blindfold and they freak.
Is he playing with tits at least?
I don't know. I didn't see a whole video. I just saw like a GIF, and then I read like the description.
You're allowed to kill those people after.
Dude, they freak out. Apparently they freak out every time.
Obviously.
And then a lot of the time,
why wouldn't you?
I guess they just keep going with it because they offer them a shit ton of money. This was also a Reddit comment. I don't know if I don't know the percentages. I don't have the statistics.
I don't have the numbers.
Yeah, I don't have the correct numbers to actually know something like that. But it is a bold claim. Anyways, how I hurt my shoulder.
I guess you are kind of getting yourself into trouble by accepting blowjobs from van people.
A rando.
Yeah.
No.
You can't be shocked that it wasn't just a free blowjob from a model.
I'm surprised those people aren't dead. You get some like real hard up, like, I mean, he is hard up, but
the type of person that's willing to go and get his dick sucked is also probably the type of person that's closer to willing to kill somebody than average.
Yeah.
It's living on the edge. No one to live for. No one at home while he's out getting his dick sucked in a van.
Too strange to live, too odd to die.
You really gotta figure that quote out.
Too weird to live, too
rare to die or something.
I can read it, say it, put the phone away, and I'll lose it. I have no idea.
It's a good quote.
But no, dude, I was playing VR and I was playing that game and I'm beating the fuck out of people. And then I found out, because I downloaded some mods, they got these gauntlets that have like a metal fist. So these people are coming at me with swords and shit. And I'm dodging the sword and I'm fucking jacking these people in the face, but I'm not punching anything. So and I'm hitting hard. I could swing hard.
You can't throw full punch, like full strength, if you're not going to hit anything.
Oh, dude, just this motion.
When you see people shadow boxing, they're not
But it's sensitive to
intensity or whatever.
internal temp is too hot. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, it's like, so if you punch hard,
It's a lovely temperature in here.
No, it's beautiful. The the fuck is this?
Too hot. You mean the conversation?
Yeah, exactly. Fucking assholes. But no, so yeah, I punched these dudes, and a jab to the face in that game is you're like Hulk with these gauntlets on. These guys are getting fucked up, faces busting open, and they fall on the ground, and they go to get back up, and there's like a kick button. You could just fucking
fucking
kick
De Niro.
Oh, or you can they can come at you. They'll go to swing their sword. You can grab their arm, and then you could just you can like hip check them to the ground, and then punch the fuck out of them.
Toss them.
Yeah, hip toss them. Judo throw.
I was watching Workaholics. I forgot there was an episode where they kill rats with like funnily, and the one guy puts boxing gloves on to kill
kill rats.
Yeah, because they're just like every time they touch them, they like explode pretty much. So he's punching him, and the first one is Falcon punch. And explodes the rat. It's probably the funniest thing I've seen. Well,
my dad. I'll tell you the story in a second. Fucking.
Oh.
My dad owned a restaurant, and they had they had rats, and he used to those glue traps. You used to put the glue traps out, and he'd put it like in the back, and they'd be working throughout the day. That fucking thing would end up like in the kitchen because they would get in the thing and then just start roll. It's horrific. It's a horrible way to use it. They would roll it and they'd just fucking roll across the restaurant. But they had this one dude, his name was Bill, and they had rats in the dumpster in the back. And my dad walks in the back, and Bill is a fucking broomstick. He's fucking hitting the rats in this dumpster, and they're climbing up the broomstick and biting his hand. So they're smacking the shit out of him. My dad comes running out with fucking gasoline. And he dumps gas in the dumpster, and they fucking lit it on fire.
Like a mob hit.
Isn't that crazy?
Just going home, sitting on the side of the bed, and your wife's like, "Is everything okay?" And you're like, "Yeah, just
I torched him." Fucking killed him.
I'm not proud of what I had to do. I did it for you.
This family,
Fucking bitch.
fucking love.
Get off my ace.
But no, my dad was laughing. He was telling me the story, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm in the back." I'm like, what the fuck's Bill? And I hear bang, boom, bang, pow, ping, and I fucking go back there. He's like, "Hey, good, you're here. Fucking kill these things."
Oh, good backup.
Nah, that shit was wild. But it was weird. It was fun. It was fun growing up in a restaurant. I felt like such a badass walking in to then just walk into the back when there's a line.
See, I felt like a spoiled whitey or something.
Interesting. I'll smoke this.
Sure. Everyone that worked there was like Mexican, pretty much, or
What
some
restaurant?
type of Spanish. My dad had 2 restaurants for brief periods of time because he has like rich friends that would be like, "You're a chef. We hit it off. I'm opening a place. You should come in as a partner with us."
Oh, no shit.
With no money, but just like,
You're going to run it.
yeah, as the guy with like the know-how or whatever. So yeah, he had 2 different places in Long Island. The one place was the corner kitchen and was cool, and I would work there on register like very little amounts of time, but
Yeah. You get free food and shit.
a little bit, nothing crazy. But yeah, just to your point, like it's cool to just like be
Yeah.
behind the counter.
Yeah. No, it was fun.
The other place was like a bigger place that had 3 sections in it. And the one section was like a bar on the right, and then the other section was like a pub.
Oh, it was like a big restaurant.
It was like a wide-ass place. And then the other side was like regular, like...
This is in New York
table.
City.
No, Long Island. My dad's area. As much as he wants to be a city guy, he's a Long Island guy.
Did you ever live out there, or was it only Queens?
Queens, yeah. I've only lived in the house you saw, and then a house literally 1 mile down the same avenue. Almost to the same spot. It was the second house from the corner, but in the other side of the corner.
You talked to Nick. Is that road fixed? Where are we at on that? Because I can relate now.
You're getting your lip taught.
Yeah, dude, this sucks. I don't understand what happens.
That's weird. No, Nico's in DC getting
info.
We're gonna have Nico on the intel from that direction. We're gonna have Thomas on the intel from.
Have we posted that on YouTube yet?
No, we should as the replacement,
the fill-in
for the other thing.
Oh yeah, Zach got a text his power's out for 8 hours today, so that's why we're doing it here.
That's so fucking gay.
And then something fucked up. Same thing last. His power's been on and off. It's disgusting. That's why we missed last week. We're going to post in a filler episode. Whole other thing. This week's fucked, but we're back on track. Anyways.
Were you saying something?
About the road. Oh. The road, Nico in DC. Did we post that video of Thomas yet?
Did we talk about slut chess?
No. Slut chess?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. A couple of things I wanted to cover.
Let's go into that. I like
YouTube never promotes tit chess to you?
No. You know what I get? There's more on Facebook. I get just women breastfeeding.
That's for like Pete.
Yeah. They got videos of girls.
Yeah, you know what else they got? Infinity porn.
As much as you want.
That you in your spare bedroom hiding from your wife could never watch all of.
Do you think he sleeps in a separate bedroom?
Didn't he say that he does it sometimes?
No. I'm going to ask him next time I see him.
I get lots of recommendations about like, ooh, look at this pretty girl that is going to play chess. And a lot of times the thumbnails are like, he never believed that I could beat him. Because it's like, who would think a hot girl would be good at chess type stuff. But then there's some of them that are just like, happen to be hot and are good at chess. And it's very...
So it's not sexual. It's just a girl playing chess?
Girl playing chess.
Are her tits out?
Like 2 of them kind of wear fancy outfits to put their tits out. And the other 2 are just like kind of hot. But they're like... believably hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Not dialed up, fake. Like these whores that want to...
Yeah, they're not like, like done up. They're just like... The one of them, I guess, wears a lot of makeup. The other ones doesn't. But there's like... They're not perfect. Like how Instagram makes everybody and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've probably seen something like that then. I thought you meant like it was like tits out playing chess.
Like I said, a couple of them are kind of
scandalous.
More in that direction. The big one, the Botez sisters are the big ones.
The Botez sisters?
Yeah. They're very pretty.
Really?
But I have like a fetishization of chess though. I'm always like, that's for real smart people.
Yeah. As the dumb fucks at work play it.
Yeah.
I like the beginning of chess. It gets boring. I get bored. I lose interest in a lot of things quick.
As you're buying music equipment?
Yeah.
As you're collecting.
Well, certain things I like. Certain things I could just sit down and... I sampled a dope-ass jazz bit yesterday. I got a chick going, ooh.
You know there's jazz apples?
A what?
I've
heard of crime apple.
Well, I don't like that that's where your mind went. You connected jazz to crime. Through black people.
Using a Mexican man.
Yeah. But yeah, I saw it at the store, and I was like, what the hell is a jazz apple?
Oh, it's an actual apple?
Yeah. And I'm sure it's racist. No. I just can't figure out how it's racist. Like, I'm sure.
It's watermelon flavored. Yeah. Lynching.
That's probably it.
Yeah. Where's Matt, the mailman? We'll ask him if he's ever had a jazz apple. The apple of my eye.
Apple bottom girl.
That's an Andrew Dice Clay move.
Blowing it directly into the
microphone. But I had something else I was gonna say. I can't fucking remember what it was.
I really sidetracked myself thinking of the Botez sisters.
Yeah, you went deep down slut chest. I thought I got.
Well, you know what it's like? It's like watching the chiropractor videos where you're like, I'm not even watching porn for 4 hours straight. I'm just watching these chiropractor videos.
Grope these women. Yeah. It's disgusting, some of these guys.
Some of them are worse than porn.
No, it's bad. Did you discover YouTube before porn?
Of course.
Did you ever jerk off?
In hot girl.
Yes.
Ass.
Did you ever jerk off on YouTube?
Yeah.
Jerk off to like softcore.
No, there'd be like it'd be like hot girls that you hire for like a car show, or there was like this Got Milk campaign for some, and it was just like hot girls. I'll probably go home and jerk off to that if I could find that right when I get home.
For nostalgic.
If you find a nostalgia video, yeah.
Oh.
There's scenes in movies that like fire me up because I'm like, oh, this was gold at the time.
Movie.
Epic movie.
Did you ever watch? It's funny we brought up that because that's Carmen Electra. Did you ever watch the movie Electra? No. It's like I think it's Carmen Electra as. It's not.
No.
Why is it called Electra?
Because that's the name of the character from Daredevil.
That's insane. That's insane.
Electra came out in the 80s. That's a Frank Miller character, which is great. I love Electra. She's an actual cool female character that's not like, you have to like her.
Is she the only cool female character?
No.
Who's the cool?
I like Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's cool as hell.
She is cool.
Black Widow. Black Widow's pretty cool. Not top tier cool, but yeah, she's like B tier cool.
It would have been funny if she was like a black woman.
I think it's Jennifer Garner.
And maybe like her husband was a superhero and like he died.
Who we're talking about?
It'd be cool if Black Widow was like a black woman. And
yes,
if her husband died, but her husband was a superhero.
Literal Black Widow.
Her husband was a superhero.
Yes.
And he dies, and
what color is the husband?
He's black.
Okay.
Because it's a black relationship.
Well, I'm making sure.
And then when the husband dies, she wants to avenge him, so she becomes a superhero and calls herself the Black Widow.
Just to be literal.
Yes.
Just to be.
That's interesting.
To leave nothing up. To let everyone know, like, hey, if you don't want to bother fighting me in my costume and shit, you can just come find me. Sleeping at the resident of
the Black Widow. That's fun.
The Black Widow. She should be played by the lady from Balls of Fury.
Oh, that chick. Such a good movie. The guy from Balls of Fury. That's good.
Is he German now?
I don't know.
You know what I saw the other day that I keep not telling you randomly because I want to tell you on the podcast and it's not even going to be a good story.
Because it's built up.
Yeah. But I was driving home the other day. I see an old man, like at least late 50s, but I'll say probably even older, maybe like 60s.
Okay.
Bald on top, has like the classic horseshoe balding on the sides.
I'm going to have that one day.
You're not gonna buzz.
Well, I'll get to that for comedic purposes, and then I'll buzz it.
Nice. It's hot as fuck. It was one of those hot ass days. It was like 98.
Yeah.
This man's fucking head. You could cook an egg on it.
You're cooking egg.
Basketball shorts. Back pocket on basketball shorts. Let me start there.
A back pocket? I've never seen that.
I've
had like sweat shorts, but like when you say basketball shorts, like that swishy.
Yeah, like short. Yeah, like fucking. So he pulls something out of his back pocket, and I'm thinking it's gonna be his phone. Because what else would one pull out while they're just walking on the side of Jefferson? It's not like a neighborhood even.
Yeah.
It's Jefferson. It's probably like a fucking Jiffy Lube walking. Pulls out a fucking comb.
A comb?
Just to tidy up the fucking whiskers.
That's incredible.
He has left.
A comb.
He looks like shit. He's dripping with sweat. It's 90 fucking 8 degrees. He's a puddle.
His head is beet red.
Beet red. And he just wanted to make sure that his hair was. I'm like, what if. Like, this is a
what
guy.
What an ignorant thing to do.
But this is like a guy who probably got pussy back in the day. Because this is delusional confidence. This is being fucking crazy and thinking you got it like that. And I was like, this guy probably had a tremendous track record.
Oh. His body count is in the 20s.
He was tall, too, which doesn't hurt.
No, dude, he was killing it. Does it look like he got money?
No, it looked like shit.
No, he's
walking down Jefferson.
Shit.
Yeah. He had like a permanent alcohol sunburn.
Maybe that hair is
set up.
Alcohol sunburn.
You know that routine where you're just red from
being outside drinking?
Well, you're either outside working or you're inside drinking. So you're just red all the time.
We had a guy. There was a guy that was building our shed. Who was helping the dude build our shed. His name was Eddie. Rest in peace.
Foreshadowing.
He was a big alcoholic.
Sure.
Loved to drink. He passed out in the front lawn. It wasn't our front lawn. Passed out in the front lawn. His fucking legs.
But not his front lawn either.
I don't know whose lawn he passed out in. His legs swelled up to, I shit you not, he looked like elephant legs. They swelled up this big. They were beet red. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know if it was a gout or like just the alcohol caught up with him, but like, and the sunburn, he got this horrific sunburn.
Well, yeah, when you fall asleep in the sun, it's a.
That's how my dad's brother, or that's how my grandpa's brother lost his hair. He like passed out. He passed out drunk on the beach, and like his fucking head like blistered up, and he lost all of his hair.
It's a hard way to go out.
Isn't that crazy? You almost want the I think you should leave type thing where a gorilla comes and slowly rips your hair out.
Well, not slowly.
Oh, that was quick in case you wanted to get rid of
the gorillas. Yeah, it was quick. The other thing was sending you.
That's right.
Little. Can't think of words.
It was growing back. Yeah, you've been in a brain fog lately. You've been fucked up, man. I've been
fucked up. And then they turned my power off. I didn't do anything wrong. I thought that number they sent me was like...
I thought it was fake.
Here's a hotline for this thing.
No,
I call it
that went to that guy.
General ComEd fucking...
Hi.
Yeah.
Hello?
They're like, you trying to pay your bill? I'm like, no.
No.
I pay my bills. That's why I'm wondering why my fucking power's off right now. You know, when you buy a house, they should have to disclose more like... I know, obviously, they weren't hiding the pole in the backyard, but they should have to say, like, yeah, they do
work on this often.
Yeah, it's going to be like a thing.
Because now what happens if you do a garden bed, you do something back there where, like, you're growing crops and shit?
Yeah.
What, do you just, you just can't use that portion of your yard?
Yeah, that whole back corner.
You know what else it should be? It should be, they have to disclose it, and it is going to be a pain in the ass, but you should get some money off your ComEd bill. Because their pole is on your land.
Yeah,
they do that with like cell towers and shit with farmers, like a farm, like like the government, whoever comes up to the farmer and is
Well,
like,
they
"Yo,
probably act like it's not my land." It's like we just need to get through,
it's on the
through
easement.
your land.
Yeah, it's on the easement
to get to it.
That's probably what it is. I bet there's a 1 foot gap in between your fences. It should be on the outside of the fence. That's bullshit. But no, that like AT&T or whatever will go up to like a farmer and will be like, "Hey, we'll pay you $800 a month just to put this on your property." Of course, you'd be like, "Fuck yeah, I would." And then I would quit my job.
It's a 5G tower, and now they're fucking.
Yeah, now you're dying.
Kids are fucked up. Some brittle bones.
I get fucked up thinking about
water
that.
brain.
I get fucked up still thinking about the jab, the old C jab. We'll get banned if you say the other word. The COVID shot.
Oh no, I got it. Yeah, fuck. I understood it. Did you see the Andrew Callahan thing of the tribe that's some fucking company's been trying to mine uranium from there?
No,
forever?
I almost watched it. Is it crazy?
That was the thing I was watching where they're talking about how, at the bottom of the Grand Canyon, there's a natural spring. And I'm like, of course there's Egypt shit there. Natural spring. Of course there's temples and shit
Obvious.
down there. Goddamn natural spring.
Every peak is called the
Horus
peak of Osiris.
Tower, Ra mountain and shit. Craziest goddamn thing I've ever seen in my life. Then we're going to go there, think we're going to see that, and we're going to, like, turn a corner and have a fucking
crowd of people.
Well, that, and then turn another corner and have a gun and be like, yeah, 2 visitors go this way. This is off limits for construction.
No, I would love to get to a point where we could get, like...
Where Thomas could use his military.
Yeah, if he can, Thomas.
Well, Thomas Stan is an acronym that we're not going to tell you what the letters stand for, but it's funny.
Yeah. His name's actually Jim Leahy. Randy Leahy.
Yeah. This is my son, Corey Trevor. Corey Leahy.
No, it'd be cool. It'd be cool to, like, I don't know how you'd, like, get the resources to do this, but, like, to plan a trip to go see the Grand Canyon, but, like, get a tour from, like, a tribal
That's
guy.
what that one tribe does. That's like their infrastructures. They do.
See, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'd like that. I want to see shit. I don't want to see what the white man
Exactly.
destroyed.
Oh, so not only did they get kicked out originally of the Grand Canyon, then like where they went to that was around it, then the guys came back and were like, we're setting up like fucking Lincoln Logs villages for tourists here. Get the fuck out. So then they pushed them further away from their like ancestral home. And then they show the pic. It's literally like Lincoln Log fucking town.
Fake. It's not fake. They built it for people, but
yeah, it's like little shit cabins. Like it's the most touristy fucking.
You know what's disgusting?
Plasticky. Sorry.
You know what's disgusting? That's where our history begins. That's where it's like this is the oldest house. Look how
this is the old west.
This is the history about here. Like, no, it's not.
We're like, Daddy, who's that? Be like, that's a booze bag. don't be like it. And it's like, I live here.
I live there. This is my home. I used to live over there, and then you guys pushed us this way.
That's a funny thing when they say like winners get to write history. It's like that's not even being the winner. That's just like being a guy that's like, oh yeah, because you just come in and you're like, look, son, the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Someone else like won.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoever built it. So then you just come in.
Whoever dug that thing.
Whatever lasers.
Fuck you.
There's clearly watermark. We all know this. Randall Carlson busted the gates wide open.
Wide open. You're not even gonna.
The floodgates.
It's disgusting.
No, I gotta get back on my Tartaria shit. I have to stop watching those videos because the best channel for it, the guy has like his mouse over the screen and my cat follows the mouse around.
Oh,
yeah.
That's rough.
It's so annoying. She's been jumping up out of their TV regardless of that, though.
Does she swat the TV?
Not usually, but she knows she's being bad, so she throws her tail around, and then her tail hits the TV. And I'm like, stop it.
Well, it's weird when they know they're doing something.
They're smarter than people. Everyone loves to be like, dogs are fucking smart. Cats don't know what the fuck.
I think they're both smart.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. It's odd to call
I'm not
one dumb.
talking shit about dogs.
I know, but it's odd that people would just call one dumb. It's like
People love,
obviously
it's like hip to fucking not like cats.
yeah.
I love that people say that thing that's like an endearing quality or something. It's like, oh, so you couldn't get along with an animal? Like
I'm a dog person.
Which is fine. Be a dog person, but like
You see a cat, you're ugh. Ugh, I hate those things.
and like that's weird that you would hate like a
That's how my sister
lovable
was.
creature.
And then they meet. Those also people who've never been around a cat.
say that you are scared or the unknown factor of them. Don't be like I hate them.
Yeah,
It's basically racism. That's how racism starts.
That
You
is-
fear what you don't know, and you hate
exactly,
what you don't know.
exactly.
And you know what those things lead to? Fear and hate. Sith,
Sith.
at which you'll destroy yourself.
No,
Come on, you wrong me on that. you wrong me on a perfect Yoda quote.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought we had the.
We haven't had that in a dog's age.
I know. What an odd thing to have.
It's pointless.
Which one's this? Okay. We're good.
Back.
We're back.
What
What are we talking about?
I don't know. I was just about to ask you. And go back to the well.
I'd fuck someone up for a cigarette right now.
Really?
I'd really enjoy it. I think so.
Are you stressed?
No, I think I would really just enjoy like smoking.
I got something. I'll take mine right off of it. You ready for this?
Yeah.
What's something that an autopsy could tell you that I'd be surprised by? Maybe you'd be surprised by.
How many times you've had sex?
What kind of sex?
Anal. Really?
You can tell. So you could be a closeted gay man getting ass funked and then die and have an autopsy, and like that guy knows you're gay and your family.
Wait,
doesn't.
hold on. Not by your dick, by your ass?
Yeah. It can tell if you've been ass fucked.
Really?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
So
How?
I don't know. I'm a fucking doctor.
Is that all you had for that?
Well, I just think it should be like a PSA. Like, what a good argument to not be in the closet.
Yeah.
It's like they're gonna know, bro. Like,
Exactly.
how do you want them to find out? The coroner telling them?
There should be a law.
The coroner telling them that you got cornholed?
There should be a law in place that if the autopsy person, if they discover that, they have to tell the family. Like, hey, by the way,
It's like how
your husband
teachers-
was gay.
How teachers,
Is there a time frame on this, or just?
I don't know.
Yeah, because I wonder, if
The way
if a
they
90
phrased it made it was like, if you've been ass fucked, they know.
if a 90-year-old man dies, but he fucked around in high school or college,
Come on.
fucked around
Christ.
in college, that was crazy.
Talking about minors.
No, 18 in high school.
Yeah.
Yes. A minor. I meant
With
and
the
like
hat.
by that a coal miner.
With the cool light hat and pickaxe.
That's a Louis bit, I think.
Really?
When he's like, yeah, fucking a minor.
Something just went off. Right?
But no, that's interesting. You know what I learned?
Because obviously they know if you got like cum still in your ass or whatever. Like that's
Yes.
not impressive.
No, yes,
Nothing's fucking.
this man had cum in his ass.
I feel like
No, I heard.
made a breakthrough. What is?
I heard if you give up a blowjob and they bust in your mouth and you go to the dentist can tell if you've given a blowjob because the back of your throat is bruised because the cum comes out with such velocity
Such thrust
that
force.
it will bruise the back of your throat.
Wow. So they know who's got the best head game
Yes, 100%.
in the customer office.
100%.
That's probably why the dentist even shows up, because all the work is done by the dental hygienist. So the dentist probably only even swings by to see who's got like good neck.
That's why a lot of dentists sleep with their patients.
Well, that and the laughing gas makes them suggestible.
Yeah. Well, no, they knock you out.
That's a Seinfeld bit. Featuring the guy from Breaking Bad. Bryan Cranston. Yeah, I watched that Breaking Bad, and I gotta tell you, I was scared half to death sitting there on my couch. I couldn't imagine. I thought I like to think I'd do anything for my family, but he really got after it. I got to put food on the table, but I'm not going to take a man's life because the good book, we already know what it says about that.
It's in the book of the Lord.
So, yeah, Walter White, I know you're pretty popular, but I can't keep watching you because it's too much. And that's a good father.
No,
To think that guy raises his daughter to just go to fucking free Palestine marches, which is fine. But
who?
Just that type of dad.
Oh, that type of guy. It's okay.
He's like a good guy, but then his daughter's like, "Oh, you're such a fucking asshole," and he's like,
piece of... "Yeah,
I tried to raise her right. I think she's just going through a tough time right now because of the Palestine and the Israel stuff."
The Palestine and the Israelis.
Because I know I'm sure they're going through a heck of a time over there, but I don't know what they're fighting about, to be honest.
I couldn't.
I mean, I think we all agree who's running the show is the big man upstairs. So I think we start there.
It's all in God's plan.
And
God has a plan.
Well, know that. I mean, look at me. Where would I be without God's plan?
God made me a closeted homosexual.
That didn't stop me from, going out, getting a wife, having sex with her, making a baby, because that's what you do when you're a man.
That's the plan.
You don't have sex. You don't follow your base urges that you think about, and you go and you sit in the back of the porno theater, but you don't make the move.
You never make the move.
Because you got the wife and the kid now.
You think about that. And I actually
saying this
read
to his daughter. Just trying to go to the Israel-Palestine march.
Honey, and I have no problem with you going to that march, but I read in Reader's Digest that the coroner could find out if you have gay sex.
I was reading the TV guide, and
there was a side memo.
So, do experiment. Dad, don't talk about... No. That's what... You go to college, you experiment a little bit. I didn't, because as we said,
I met your mother.
God said, experimenting for you would put you right in hell. So, that easy call for me right there.
Easy. Right there.
I went out and, is your mom the best looking girl? No. But I said, that's someone that I could spend the rest of my life with because of the, the strong jaw and the, bigger hands.
Bigger hands.
And, the Israel-Palestine march I saw, there's queers for Palestine. And I guess
they'd be beheaded.
I guess Iran or someone was like, hey, why don't you fuck off with that shit?
Really?
Because Australia was over there, and Australia, like the news people were over there covering shit. Oh, nice.
The news people?
Yeah, the reporters and shit were over there. But so they were celebrating like their gay pride day type thing in Australia. It's the day there.
All sorts of pride.
They're doing it in Iran, and they have like purple shirts and purple cupcakes. And Iran's like, yeah, I don't know why you would think it's okay to come to our country and like disrespect us and think that like you could do something like we're so clearly not into. And then Australia was like, Well, we're proud that at our embassies it's representing Australian culture, and that's that's the diplomacy between countries. So I'm pretty sure Iran's about to be like, well, there's no more Australian embassy in Iran. Like, you guys can all go home. Like, we don't want your fucking gay bullshit. All they do is purple cupcakes.
That's incredible.
Yeah. You got to respect the commitment to the game.
I don't
agree with the standard, but I agree to the...
And that's it, a guy, he's got morals.
And that's another good jumping off point. I don't agree with the no mustache with the beard combo. I think that looks a little goofy.
Looks a little Amish.
Well, I don't like them either.
Different.
We both believe in God, but they say they got some stuff that I don't care for too much, and we don't need to get into that because it's not nice to talk bad about people when they're not there, and I sure as heck ain't going to be in the same room as one of them. So there ain't much left to say, is there? And I hope my daughter comes back. She's been
she's been gone she's been in that camp for a good while.
I saw her on the news there. The police got her pretty good. I told her not to spit at him. I raised her better than that.
Yeah. But
that's what you get when
that's God's plan.
You date a black guy, the cops are gonna come after you pretty hard.
Pretty hard. They're gonna come down on you. He's actually like a deeply racist man.
No, it's just real. It's just I said, hey,
I told her
Jamal makes you happy. That makes
me happy.
That's at the end of the day. That's what it's all about. But I'm just telling you now. You keep going to these marches. You bring him with you. It's gonna make you a target.
It's gonna make you a target. But he's a good guy. But he's
no. If any one of these guys got to know him, it'd be different. But they got their SWAT gear on, and the tear gas is flowing, and it's not going to be that type of environment.
It's hard to talk. You're
not going to get to know a guy.
If there was a shared language,
yeah, that guy.
I gotta get that accent down. I keep going Jew.
The guy at the store, he asked me if I wanted a jazz apple, and I said, Buster, I don't care. My daughter's dating a black fella, and I don't like the way you're talking about him. And he, lo and behold, there is a jazz apple, and it's not about black guys.
No,
news to me. If he had offered me a polka apple, I'd have thought he was making fun of me.
They make them up there by Madison. They grew them up there in.
Well, they got the Butter Museum, which is pretty good spectacle, if you ask me.
Just north of Minocqua, I was up there.
It's the same what they did to the Indians there, or natives.
The natives,
indigenous persons.
I heard Indians is actually what they're called.
Yeah, some of them.
Columbus wasn't wrong. Like that area, wherever they were called, I don't know the word. I don't know enough about it, but
they were Iroquois where he landed. I know that from my 4th grade social studies.
Didn't he just land in the Bahamas?
At first, yeah.
And then he went to the mainland.
Yeah. The mainland.
Aye, you hirey. We go to the mainland.
What, Bahama people sound Jamaican-y?
No, not really. Maybe, a little bit. They got a little twang to them. It was fun.
But it's not full on.
No, Jamaicans, that was great.
It's nice when something lives up to that.
Yeah.
You'd think it's going to be overblown, and then they get there and they're going to be like, oh, we just talk like this. It's like, no, they really. No,
they have the slang. Yeah. You hire your man. No, that is them. But we're going to do a Columbus episode for Columbus Day that week.
9/11 up, Columbus.
The 9/11 that works out. That just happened.
Two of America's.
It's nice to have off on 9/11.
Greatest and worst happenings in this land.
What? 9/11?
One of the greatest things was Columbus showing up.
Oh, I mean,
a lot of bad stuff happened involving that, but it was a good thing he showed up. It was cool. Bad thing, 9/11. Both things happened in pretty close proximity.
That area is probably cursed. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but these cameras are overheating. It's not even fucking hot out.
It's not even so much hotter in the regular studio where there's 19 goddamn lights. It's so comfortable out here. It's like a balmy, tropical fucking breeze in here.
I don't get it. That's what, another thing I don't understand. These things are supposed to like run just like out at.
You should be able to have these in the Sahara.
That's what I mean. Like
these are for on set.
It's a $1,500 camera. These aren't that expensive, but like this thing overheated. The GoPro fucking. Remember this one? This thing was overheated.
This thing you're supposed to literally. The other one was a joke. This is the one you're literally supposed to have in the fucking Sahara.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be able to do POV porn with that.
They strap these things. Yeah.
It's not like you're gonna overheat doing that.
Isn't that anal? Isn't that crazy? They put the headgear on. They got the whole GoPro on their forehead for the POV shot,
which makes sense for porn. But I only watch amateur stuff, and you get the POV shot. I'm like, this is so crazy that this many girls just allow a dude to like film. It's crazy. No. Or not even that they would like allow it, but that it's become like acceptable. I guess like it doesn't even seem like it's a weird.
Because what's that for?
I think they think it's like hotter or something. Like when I've seen it sometimes where it's like when they see the camera, it almost like makes them like turn it up a notch, and I'm like, what the fuck? These people are broken. Not like me, who has everything figured out.
No, well
and is happy.
You really that guy that drove by. He does a lot of work over here. He always drives the machine. He looks like Mark.
Oh, really?
It's fucked up. I'd like double take every time I leave my house. I wave to the guy, and I'm like, I gotta get a look at this guy's face. I sit on my porch. I wave to him just to fucking look at him.
Mark says that he has a coworker that lives across the street from me. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, yeah, he drives this truck. I'm like, I don't see that truck across the street.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He goes, he says he lives across the street from me. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, I told him where he lives. He says he lives across the street. I'm like,
did you give him the wrong address?
Yeah. I'm like, well, I've never seen the car you're saying. Like, okay. Good talk.
Did you fix your door?
Which door?
The slider?
No.
Did you tell him about it?
No, I called my mom to complain to her about something. Because, I check up on my mom and stuff. But I definitely do sometimes call to, like, thanks. Like vent some shit or whatever.
Okay.
And I'm pretty much one of the only people she vents to now. So, I mean, I didn't even get a word. I literally was going to be like, yeah, it's just fucking work bullshit. And she hit me with like, I had it out with your father again. Probably won't ever talk to him. And I'm like, bear in mind, you did say this very recently. And then we're talking to him like within 2 weeks again. And she's like, yeah, things did get pretty nasty, though. And I even have thought about apologizing for some of the things I said. I'm like, well, that's probably not worth doing. It's probably just never talk to him again. And then I'll never talk to him again. And then that'll be good.
It'll be easy.
Jake's fucking fucked everyone off for 3 times in 3 weeks. You know the when you pull up to a parking spot and there's like the bumper thing in front of it, like the stone parking.
You run it over?
Drove over one.
How fucked up is the car?
So I'll take you through my mom's experience with it. Does that, says something's wrong with the car. My mom's like, well, you got to take it in somewhere then. He's like, okay, I have like an appointment for this time and day. I was like, all right, cool. My mom's like, did you take it earlier? No. Why?
But he made the appointment?
Made the appointment, didn't go. So then it's like, okay, well, he likes, I'm not even going to get into like all his like freakouts and stuff like that are adjacent to this, but that's just the car. He starts school and he's on academic and behavior probation. So he can't miss any time. So he has no car. So he has to borrow my mom's car. My mom obviously like babysits 3 kids, and it's nice to have a vehicle to get around and shit. He continues to drive the car, like up until that point. My mom's like, okay, well, you can't drive that car because now someone has like looked at it and it's like fucked up. So
it's like bad.
Like like stop driving it, like drive it to the place, and then that's it. He drives it. My mom, I don't know if she was a dance thing or she went out with Mark or something, but she's gone for like a few hours. Explicit instructions to not go anywhere. Don't drive the fucking car. He drives 45 minutes to a softball game. Car breaks down. He's on the side of the road, and he's like, "Mom, the car says it's overheating, and all these lights are flashing on the thing."
Yeah.
So my mom calls like her friend that knows cars, and Jake's sending her all the pictures of it. So he's like, "Tell him to turn the air conditioning off and drive home." Like, I don't know what.
Yeah.
Like, but that's the only move. So it's like 97 degrees or whatever.
Fucking hot.
Yeah, I was just being a little faggot about that. And then the dude that has been staying there walks in and is like, Jake's car is making like crazy noise, right? So then Mark was supposed to be taking like a nap after work before they went out that night to like hang out at the Moose Lounge, or whatever it is.
The Lodge.
There it is. And in that 30 minutes, he was supposed to like catch a quick power nap. My brother's like, "Can you please look at my car?" And he said that the belt on it is hanging on by a thread. Yeah, I don't know
like
cars.
the big belt that goes around?
Yeah.
Serpentine belt.
My mom said there used to be 2 on cars, and now there's only 1 on cars. And that belt, whatever that is, was hanging on by a thread. So
he just needs a new car.
No, we have the Kia hookup through my mom's like godfather type person. So he goes, I guess at some point like the car did break down after he even started driving home. So then they were like, "We're gonna have to get it towed." So my mom calls that dude, and the guy's like, "It's going to cost extra to, like, tow it," because usually they're just going to tow it to the nearest Kia. He goes, "Give him the extra, like, $50 or whatever it's going to be to get it to my Kia in Evergreen, and then we'll be able to, I'll see what I can, like, put it under warranty and shit." So that guy, like, hooked everything up pretty much and made it, like, kind of go away. And what's super fucked up is because he just hooks my mom up on shit, he, like, had them clean the car. So my brother gets like a fucking shiny new car back, even though it's like he just put himself in all this fucking hundreds of dollars of like tow trucks and fucking what would have been all the repair bills if it wasn't for.
He's had, I think, towed twice this year.
Yeah, well, Daddy paid for it the one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everything's fine now?
No, I'm with the car, yeah.
That's wild.
There's still like, the
emotional
the turmoil.
Yeah, there's still there's an aftershock.
Oh yeah, he had like the dog like shaking. He was yelling and like picking up chairs and shaking them, and had like my sister crying and over things like DoorDash.
Really?
Like he thought the house was asleep. He didn't realize my mom was in the garage, and Mads was sleeping on the couch in the front room that night because like a skunk happened in the backyard. So when the windows are open, it made her room smell. So he like went down thinking he was like creeping to the door
because you secretly ordered DoorDash.
Yeah, and my sister's just like, "What are you doing?" Because my sister saw a car in the driveway before she saw my brother, and was like, "Mom, there's like a weird car in the driveway." And then that's when my brother was like, "It's none of your fucking business."
What was he ordering?
Oh, you know what Mark did?
What?
Mark took him to a hotel and dropped him off there because he had no car still.
What? A hotel? For what?
He's like, "You're not staying here tonight."
It just dropped him off at a hotel? That's wild.
And then my mom picked him up the next day and let him take his car to school. And I think the next day was when they went up to Kia to get his car back.
You're not staying here tonight?
Yeah. And then he's got like my dad on speakers, who's like on his side. It's incredible.
Your dad's on his side?
My dad's on speakerphone being like, "What is their fucking deal that they make such a big fucking problem out of everything?"
Over DoorDash?
He's like, "What is the problem? It's a car. And no one's ever had a car issue in their life before." I was like, no one yelled at him for having a car issue. They yelled at him for driving it repeatedly, long distances, before taking it to a place. No one was like, oh, way to go.
Piece of shit.
You fucked the car. Like, everyone was like, oh, that sucks. Like, we'll take it into a place. And then he didn't, and then drove it 45 minutes away for a fucking softball game.
Yeah.
Like, that was the issue. And he's like, this is fucking
bullshit.
Yeah.
Of course he's ordering DoorDash.
My dad told him to take the summer off.
Of school?
Of work.
Really?
So my brother's with no money.
Oh, he's not working at all?
I told him to take the summer off. Like, get yourself together, get your head right, man. Like, you know, get yourself situated. Like, my dad's like delusional. Talk about like delusional confidence earlier. Man, it's crazy.
That's wild.
My dad can't get it through his head that he has like a fucking money glitch that he can hit.
Yeah, an infinite money glitch.
Yeah, like he doesn't. He thinks he's like scratched and clawed for everything he has. He's like, no, man, I understand. No one fucking gets you. I get you, but don't come to my house because I'll fucking send you back here. Yeah, but like I'm the only one that these people. I don't know what their problem is. These people that I need to keep you there, like it's fucking crazy.
That's wild.
So my mom couldn't go to Tennessee to see her family.
There was a big reunion.
Yeah, they do a Labor Day reunion every year. And the guy that is staying with my family, who I hate, the whole reason my mom keeps that person in their life is so that it's not weird when they go to reunions and stuff. So the whole month she just went through, that she's still going through, to get rid of this guy, or like putting up with him,
was for the reunion.
To be able to go to the reunion that now she can't go to because...
it already happened.
Yeah, Labor Day.
And she couldn't go because your
Jake's
brother needed a car.
Piece of shit. No, just as a piece of shit, and like you can't trust him. Yeah, with stuff. And then as she's telling me this whole story, I have to not be saying "I told you so" is about the guy living there thing, because he's coming out and being like, "I totally understand what he's going through right now. He's, you know, because when I see red, like I also can't control." And it's like, Jerry, go the fuck back downstairs. Like, I'm glad you think you're helping, like, by enabling someone, you fucking retard. But I'm 35 and I'm still using the when I see red.
He's 35?
Yeah.
I thought it was like 50. It's wild.
No, I mean, he'll be in the same position at 50, but no, he's like 35. My mom's two brothers. Both of them are technically half brothers, but she lived with one for a long time, whereas the other one she never lived with. This one she never lived with. So it's like not a real brother type relationship.
This camera died.
They get what they get.
There's plenty. There's one person.
I keep wondering if I'm gonna see that renew next month, or if it's gonna.
Did they renew again?
No, that's what I'm wondering. I keep wondering if it's gonna.
Any of you creepy fucks want to get in on this right here?
I don't understand, man.
Go check out
the same podcast that we do, but
check out the Patreon. You're gonna like it. There's a tier where it's the Under the Table pod.
We put the foot in the thumbnail. 700 views. No foot in the thumbnail. 7 views. The same podcast.
Nothing changes.
Based on just a foot in the thumbnail. So if you're there for the foot in the thumbnail, go to Patreon, because then you can get the foot cam.
I'm gonna put
if you're not there for feet and you like the podcast, fucking subscribe and then tell your friends and shit.
Subscribe regardless, but
well, yeah.
But no, check out the Patreon, because we're gonna have the link in the bio of this one.
Zelda.
Link, yes. Yes. Yes.
That's the Patreon type of shit.
Yeah.
Wordplay.
But no, check out in the description of this video, you go down there and you check out the Patreon for the Under the Table podcast. You're going to like it. You're really going to get in on that.
Zach and Mark a check.
For $10 this month.
We see 9 of it.
We do see 9 of it.
Patreon takes a healthy cut.
It's 10%.
I guess they're doing a lot of heavy lifting. A lot of the leg work.
Are they? We upload it. What do they do? Host it.
Yeah, I mean, they have the infrastructure. That's, I mean, they did a lot of the upfront work to get like a functional big website and stuff.
Yeah. I guess so.
Whatever.
We should hang the mics from the ceiling.
It's a much more comfortable to hold it like they're balls, like you're cradling.
Yeah, so anyways.
Thumbnail. Oh, that'll be good.
That'll be 1,000 views. Are we done with this?
Time-wise, yeah.
Yep.
We could have kept going for hours.
No. This feels good. I like the smoking. The blunt was nice.
You ease into it.
Yeah.
Like a lukewarm pool. Or a pussy.
We'll see you next week.
Which we've all had sex with. We all remember what that